Well, last night we saw the biggest rebellion ever. A sitting government, nearly 100 backbenchers stood up and said no on behalf of the constituents they are there to represent. Those 100 should be applauded. But I have to ask, did they ever have a chance of pulling it off? How do everyone? Welcome back to the channel for a Wednesday. Hope you're doing all right. I'm not too bad. Not too bad at all, really. And just looking over last night's proceedings in the Commons, I tend not to like to do reactionary things that much. I like to just read, make my own mind up, think about what I want to say, and come on, even if it's a day later, and have my two pennyworth. Well, there was around 100 MPs, wasn't there? Backbenchers that said, no, Boris, we're not having this. Pointed that at him and said no, and voted accordingly. Unfortunately, they never had a chance of, pulling anything off. All they could do was just represent their constituents and say, this isn't going to be good for them, it's not going to be good for businesses, mental health, finance, anything else. It's a complete disaster in the making. But you had several hundred MPs in the other lobby who all voted in favour. Our local MPs that we have here, there are two areas, North Thanet and South Thanet. One voted one way and one voted the other. I'm not surprised in either event. It's very important to get the list of names out there, all of those that voted against this tyranny, this oppression, this disaster in the making. Here it is. Pause the video on that list. See if your MP's name is in it. You can further check through the government websites because there's public record which states which way they voted on any particular subject that they're discussing, debating in Parliament. If you feel of the mind to, email your MP and say you're glad they did it, or alternately you're not if you're of that mind. I emailed my MP this morning and said just that. Thank you very much for voting against this, what amounts to a dystopian farce. And, you can see the effect it will have on businesses and everything else. And I hope over the course of time that more MPs see what this is and act accordingly. I'm very disappointed with the attitude of a local MP who will remain nameless, but it probably won't take a lot of working out, who put a large diatribe on his Facebook page in support of the government measures. I'm sure that will be remembered at the next general election, although he may be retired by then anyway. But for the 99, nearly 100 MPs that voted against this, thank you. That's all I can say. And what you think about it or what you do is up to you. But these people's names need putting into the public domain and appreciating for what they did last night. All I will say, though, did they ever have a chance of pulling it off? No, none whatsoever. That's a shame of it. Anyway, I'm off. Toodaloo.